Sagittarius friends, it's just Jay with Empathic Insights Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel this month. This is the first time I've done romance and love general oracle card readings on my channel since I started it a few months ago, and so far it's been quite an interesting journey. Initially, I intended for it to be just based off of what you're going through love-wise, for the month, and it's actually been a lot deeper than that. When I started pulling the cards and recording the readings, it seemed like it was more so a general love reading in relation to your path and for the year. So that's been very interesting. Also, while I do try to steer your readings towards both relationship-oriented individuals and those that are single, sometimes the reading leans more towards one versus the other. So that's been interesting too. I have to go with what the universe guides. So hopefully it's been somewhat helpful for the majority that have been watching these videos, because my goal was to record these early and post them as early as possible. So if you haven't had a chance to check out your moon and or rising sign, I would invite you to still do that after this to see how all the messages are resonating for you, or if one's resonating more versus the other. Also, the cards that I'm using are primarily from the Romance Oracle card deck, Romance Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. Obviously, I do a lot of love readings, that's why it's worn out. And then, of course, my clarifier card is from the Lovers Oracle card deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. So, yeah, it's been really interesting. I had to stop filming for a while because I caught this yucky virus, and I'm still healing from it. You can probably hear a bit of raspiness in my voice even now. I have my space heater on too, so if you hear a little bit of zzz going on in the video, that's what it is as well. But hopefully the volume is just right, and you can actually hear these messages. Also, Sagittarius friends, I was shuffling the cards for a while for you. It took quite a while for me to get these messages, to get your message out, and so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the universe has to say. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and get right to it. Attraction. Now, as you can see, there's this woman, and she's sniffing these roses, and she's just so present and in the moment and just enjoying the moment for what it is. And because she's present, because she's living fully in the present, she's enjoying perhaps what's happening around her, her body even, just enjoying her own company. She has become more attractive to others as a result. So what this tells me, my dear Sagittarius friends, is that by being fully present in the moment, enjoying who you are, your body, situation, or otherwise, you have become more attractive to other people. It can be sexually attractive. It can also be attractive on a mental level, on a spiritual level. People are drawn to you at this point in time. It could very well be that you're just attractive during the month of February, which is awesome. I mean, granted, while February is considered the love month, even though every month should be about love, I find that people have a tendency to be more so in search for love during the month of February. They're all looking for a Valentine. They're all looking for someone to spend Valentine's Day with. So I wouldn't say that that's completely amiss from you right now. You might just seem more appealing to a lot of partners because people are looking for someone to share Valentine's Day with. So right off the bat, this is geared more towards Sagittarius who are single. Although, truth be told, if you are in a relationship, my dear Sagittarius friends, that in itself, I'm sure you know, has made you more attractive to other individuals, because they know that you're relationship material, because they know that you're in a relationship. You're less available, so that makes you more appealing in and of itself. So right off the bat, though, I feel like this is more geared towards those of you that are single. By being fully present in the moment, enjoying yourself, you are definitely a hot commodity right now. Just interesting. So yours is more so geared towards the month of February. Okay. So particularly in the month of February, that's what I'm getting. You're super hot right now, which is great. And it's saying you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Your next card, however, is true love. So true love can mean that you meet your twin flame during this month, or at least during the year. But I feel like your attraction factor allows you to attract an ideal mate. The right person is drawn to you because of how you're carrying yourself, because of your focus, because of your intent. So, for example, I'm sure you've heard of it, where people who are just totally focused on themselves, their careers, trying to make themselves to be the best version of themselves that they can possibly be, have a tendency during that period of time in their life when everything is syncing up properly, career-wise, body-wise, so they're in great shape, socially, etc. That's around the time that they usually meet their ideal partner, or they meet a partner during that period of time. And it's because they're, in a sense, manifesting positive energy. They have positive intentions that they're putting out in the world, out in the universe, or out towards the universe. They have clear set intentions and or goals. And because they're focused on those goals, and they're so focus is the word that's coming to mind. Because they're so focused, they're more attractive to other people. People are looking at them and going, huh, I want some of that. I want a part of that. I want to share that with them. And as a result, they attract partners. They attract more dates. They attract more people in their lives. Now, I know this is not to say that that's the case for all, because some people who are truly focused on their careers and truly focused on themselves sometimes don't attract a partner. But that's a totally other issue. They're not allowing love to come in. In most cases, they are not allowing love to come in. Some might argue differently, but if they really think about it, are they being particularly picky? Are they being particularly off-putting in the sense that they're not allowing people to come and approach them? There's that too. My nose is a little stuffy, so apologies. I can feel it now. It's even more stuffy now. I don't know why during your particular reading, but it is. Sorry about that. The energy in general, since I started your cards, working on your cards, it's been very interesting. And I'm not sure why. That's why I'm saying that. I'm not sure why that's the case. So I feel like you are open, you are receptive to love, and as a result of that, you're attracting it. However, that's not your main goal, and I think that's what makes you the sexiest. You're not desperate. You're not codependent. Basically, you've got your own, and you can hold your own, but you're still open to the idea of someone coming in. And because of that, the universe is saying, you're ready, and they're sending it to you. Without much effort on your part at all, really. Just continue to nurture yourself, and this person is going to come. Could happen during the month of February or sometime around this time. I don't know if it's necessarily your twin flame, so we'll know as we get further along in the readings, but I feel like it's definitely going to be a love that's going to leave a lasting impression on your life, which is good, even if it doesn't last. I don't want you to get depressed or upset because of that. I don't want you to close yourself off because of that. Not every love lasts. The twin flame will last, but not every love lasts, if you will. Well, at least until they leave this plane. Not every love is meant to be forever. You may go through several loves before you meet your twin flame, right? And I believe that twin flames are different from soulmate contracts. Soulmates and twin flames are very different. And that's my own personal take. Twin flame is an extension of you. They complement you, they don't complete you. A soulmate contract is a soulmate or kindred spirit in the spiritual dimension that you set up this contract with to learn something, to grow from them with in this lifetime. So, that doesn't mean that every relationship you go into, you just automatically assume it's going to end. That's setting yourself up for failure. You can't grow if you always assume that it's going to work out in that it's always going to turn for the worst. Don't fall into that mindset either, fire sign. Do not do that to yourself. I would rather charge you to enjoy it. Here you are being present. Continue to be present, even in this relationship. And allow it to unfold naturally. That seems to be the main theme for the majority of the readings that I've pulled thus far. Let things unfold naturally. Stop trying to force it. Everyone's so in such a rush to try and force these relationships to work out or to make them happen. And the universe is saying, stop. Stop doing that. This is the romance of a lifetime. Oh. Could be twin flame. But we'll see. Final card I pulled for you is give your relationship a chance. Now, usually this card comes up in the sense that you've met someone recently, or you will meet someone, and in most cases, you're kind of sketchy about the relationship. You're not sure as far as whether or not it's worth fully pursuing. And maybe it's because I just said to you that not every relationship is meant to be the person you marry, or meant to be your first spouse, or meant to be long-term. I think most people try to go into their marriages in the hopes that they'll last long-term, and in many cases, at least nowadays, it's 2017, that's not necessarily the case. And I would charge you to really fully allow yourself to really get to know this person and really determine what it is that you're looking for in a relationship. That's not to say that you need to be picky. That's not to say that you need to close yourself off if this person doesn't meet every single exact criteria that you're looking for. Because what you think you might want may not necessarily be what the universe thinks you need. So what you want isn't necessarily what you need. And I think it's very important to keep that in mind too. Because what you need might actually be greater than anything that you ever thought you wanted, in a sense. So it's definitely worth giving it a chance. It's definitely worth enjoying the moment. It's definitely worth being fully present and allowing this love to occur. Because if love is something that develops as a result of this relationship, you're going to be all that much better for it. Versus not. Versus not experiencing love at all. So, I think that's the clarity we needed. Give it a chance. Work on your partnership. I'm going to go ahead and go to your clarifier card. Your message isn't very long. That's good. Some of my readings have been longer than others, so that's really good. Okay, yours just kind of popped right out. Now, as you can see, of course, Tony Carmine Solano, he enjoys the human body. I think the human body is beautiful, whether it's male or female, so there's a bit of nudity in here. But as you can see, she's rising from the lotus flower, reaching up towards the sun, letting the sun illuminate her, and she is very free, right? Again, not gender biased. My cards are never gender biased when I do, my readings rather, are never gender biased. But it's saying freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Ooh. So there's nothing stopping you from experiencing this. There's nothing stopping you from allowing this relationship to occur. Unless it's you. You could be the only thing that's stopping you from allowing this to come in. So, Sagittarius, I would charge you to open yourself up to this. Now, for those of you that are in a relationship and you're debating on whether or not it's worth exploring, okay, well, here you go. Give this relationship a chance. Allow yourself to be fully present in the relationship. Allow yourself to be vulnerable and to love. Don't try to force things. Don't try to control things. Just allow it to unfold naturally the way that it's meant to. There's nothing stopping you from experiencing this bliss. There's nothing stopping you from experiencing this freedom. Okay? Freedom doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be single. Freedom doesn't necessarily mean that you have to just be, you know, on your own. Nothing's wrong with being on your own. If you're very comfortable in your own skin, honestly, that's the best way to be, because that's going to allow you to be fully present in a relationship too, because you know who you are at your core. So many times people end up in relationships looking for that partner to complete them. That's wrong, and that's why those relationships fail. You need to be grounded in yourself. You need to know who you are first. That relationship should not be a completion. It should be an extension of you. Extinction. So difficult for me to say it. I know how to spell it, but when I say it, it's like, extension of you. So when this person comes in, the two of you complement each other. Two halves of a whole, right? You complement each other. But apart, you're just as strong. But apart, you're just as attractive. But apart, you're just as beautiful. Okay, I hope that provided some clarity for you, my dear Sagittarius friends. By all means, let me know in the comment section below, or if you feel uncomfortable doing that, you just want to send me a personal email, feel free to do that. I don't mind. If you would like a personal reading that is more indicative of your own love life, your own personal situation, whatever the questions may be, feel free to contact me at the information located in the description box below, or conveniently at the end of this video. As always, I definitely want to encourage the best for you, so I hope this definitely provided some positive energy for you and is leading you in a positive path, down a positive path. That's always my goal. But, you know, if this reading did resonate for you, by all means, check out your moon and your rising sign to determine which one does. So, there you have it, my dear Sagittarius friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Blessings, light, and love. Bye.